Alright, so hello. It's been a little while. It's been about a week or two, but this is the reaction video for Leadership in Action, and this one is number 6. And this one is like a lot of the past ones we've done. It's over another TED Talk, which is titled, I don't remember the exact title, but it's over a concept called lean, and the speaker is Ben Peters. And if I got his first name wrong, that's my apologies. And so basically what he talks about is, like I said before, a concept called lean, which, contrary to what a lot of people are probably thinking going into watching the video and whoever watches this, lean is actually not an acronym. Lean is a concept that focuses on trying to, the best way I can describe it is remove activity that is disguising laziness or productivity. So it's talking about trying to open your mind up more and get rid of the useless activity in your life. So it's trying to get rid of things that we think we have a use for, but we really don't in actuality. And throughout the video, Mr. Peters talks about 7 important points, but some are more important than the others, and I'll talk about the ones that I reacted to the most and the ones that I think are the most important. So the first one I'll talk about is transportation, and this is all about, like, at least what I thought from the video, it's all about we're trying to all move in some direction in our life. We're trying to use our activity to make us feel like, oh my gosh, I'm progressing in my life, I'm progressing at my job, I'm progressing at other things, which, I mean, yes, but also no, which goes to an idea that he talks about in the video when talking about one of these sections is multitasking, which multitasking, it's a pretty controversial concept. Like, some people think we as humans, we can do it, we can think, we can focus on multiple things at once, but lots of studies show that in actuality, we can't. We just switch back and forth really fast between a lot of different concepts or whatever we're focusing on. It's really impossible for us to evenly split attention to both and actually focus on 2 things at the same time. And I kind of believe that myself, because this is just me. I'm not a fantastic multitasker. I just fake it sometimes, and I just switch back and forth, like the studies say, even though as much as I want to believe I'm a good multitasker, I can't really do it because I'll get like, if I'm doing homework and I'm on my phone, I'll get way more distracted by my phone, and then it ends up taking my homework way longer, and vice versa. Like, it's just tricking your mind into thinking that you're actually going somewhere when you're not, which is all about what lean's talking about. The next one these two kind of go hand in hand. They're motion and waiting, which motion, like transportation, it's all about heading somewhere. Like, what do you want to do? Where do you want to go? Where do you want to be? But the bigger part is waiting, which, to me, when I think of waiting, I just think of patience, which is obviously something we need to, I think, I'd say 90% of people on planet Earth need to develop more patience and more awareness and sensitivity to that things just aren't going to go the way that you want them to, and they're not just gonna, like, if you walk into a business, for example, you're not just gonna, like, 9.5 times out of 10, you're not just gonna make process immediately. It's gonna take a few years before you get that promotion, or before you get that pay raise, or you want to move somewhere else. Like, there are different phases, and can't be rushed. It's not meant to be rushed, because things happen at a certain pace for a reason, but I guess some people have a hard time accepting this, which I think lean also focuses on that. Like, we use the activity that's disguising like productivity. We use that fake activity is what I'll call it, as like a way of trying to show that we're progressing, but in actuality we're honestly not. And yeah, that's basically waiting. Like, so the points that I've talked over so far, I've reacted not very surprised. Like, I think a lot of these are common sense, but I don't think a lot of people are willing to acknowledge them. And the final two are overprocessing and overproduction, which overprocessing, that's basically like when you got too much on your mind, when you're trying to stress yourself out, or when you're stressing yourself out, more like. And I don't know. And you definitely need to avoid that. Like, stress is not good for you. Like, yes, there's some, I call it positive stress, but there's also like a point where too much of it can just take a big toll on your mental health and your life in general, which should definitely be avoided. And overproduction is just, it's the same thing as overprocessing, but it's overworking yourself. And both of them can both be applied to lean. Like, you shouldn't try to just force yourself to do unnecessary things just because you think they'll give you self-worth or self-entertainment, or they'll make you feel better. Because, I don't know, some things are meant to be done for fun, but some things you should only really chase after if you think like they're gonna give you positivity in the end. Like, you shouldn't go after the most expensive job just for the money. You should do it just because like you enjoy it. As an example, there's probably better examples, but that's the first one that comes to mind. But yeah, overall, I think this video, it probably could have been summarized in a less amount of time if I'm being real, but overall, this video, what Mr. Peters talks about, I liked it a lot. Like, there's a lot of, especially over those five actually, that I covered. I mean, I reacted pretty positively. I think we shouldn't just be forcing ourselves to do things like just because we want to. We should do it for a reason and not just I don't want to call it fake it, but that's kind of what it is. We shouldn't be doing it just to fake the fact that we're doing something. And I think a lot more than what meets the eye to this video can be applied to leadership in general. And yeah, thank you.